How do you deal with disrespect? Disrespect is a common challenge we all face in life, and it can be very upsetting and frustrating. But what if we could learn from the ancient philosophy of Stoicism, which teaches us that how to handle difficult situations with wisdom and grace? In this video we will explore 7 practical, assertive principles that can help us deal with disrespect better than ever. So, let's get started. I humbly request you to please avoid skipping this video. 1. Maintain inner tranquility. When confronted with disrespect or any form of provocation, Stoicism offers us a profound perspective. It reminds us that we have the power to control our reactions and emotions. This power is not limited to just the pleasant or positive aspects of life, it extends to how we respond to adversity, criticism, and disrespect. One key Stoic concept that can guide us in such situations is the idea of the Stoic reserve clause. This concept suggests that when faced with disrespectful or hurtful behavior, we should mentally insert a clause into our perception of the situation. This clause reminds us that people often act based on their own ignorance, insecurities, or misjudgments, and their actions are ultimately beyond our control. By recognizing this, we can detach ourselves from their negativity and remain emotionally imperturbable. Stoicism encourages us to focus on what is within our control, primarily our own thoughts, actions, and responses. When someone disrespects us, it is our interpretation of the situation and our subsequent reaction that truly matters. Instead of allowing anger, resentment, or hurt to take hold, we can choose to respond with calm and rationality. A Stoic response might involve introspection and self-examination. We can ask ourselves whether the criticism or disrespect holds any truth, and if it does, we can use it as an opportunity for personal growth and improvement. If it is baseless, we can remind ourselves that the opinions of others need not define our self-worth. Moreover, Stoicism teaches us the value of empathy and compassion. Understanding that others may be struggling with their own inner battles can foster empathy and reduce our inclination to react with anger or frustration. Instead of harboring negative emotions, we can choose to respond with kindness, which not only preserves our inner peace but can also inspire positive change in those around us. In essence, Stoicism invites us to view disrespect as an external event that we cannot control, while recognizing that our inner state is entirely within our jurisdiction. By embracing this philosophy, we can navigate the complexities of human interactions with grace, resilience, and a steadfast commitment to maintaining our inner peace. Stoicism, then, becomes a timeless guide for living a life of equanimity and virtue, regardless of the challenges we encounter on our journey. 2. Remember the insignificance of opinions. According to Stoic philosophy, the opinions of others hold no inherent value because they are subjective judgments based on their own perceptions, biases, and experiences. Each person sees the world through their own unique lens, influenced by factors such as their upbringing, cultural background, and personal beliefs. Therefore, what one person may consider disrespectful, another person may not. Stoics believe that individuals have control over their own thoughts, attitudes, and actions, but they have no control over the opinions and judgments of others. As a result, Stoicism encourages individuals to focus on what is within their control, which primarily includes their own virtues and character. By cultivating virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control, individuals can shape their own identities and define their own worth. When someone offers a disrespectful remark or behaves in a way that may be perceived as disrespectful, Stoics advise recognizing that it is merely the subjective judgment of that person. It does not necessarily reflect objective truth or define one's true worth or identity. By understanding this, individuals can avoid being overly affected by the opinions of others and maintain a sense of inner tranquility and self-worth. Instead of seeking external validation or allowing others' opinions to dictate their self-perception, Stoics encourage individuals to focus on living virtuously and acting in accordance with their own principles. They emphasize the importance of self-reflection, self-improvement, and developing a strong moral character. By doing so, individuals can find a sense of fulfillment and inner peace that is not dependent on the ever-changing opinions of others. Stoics believe that the opinions of others are subjective judgments and hold no inherent value. They emphasize the importance of recognizing that these opinions do not define one's worth or identity. Instead, individuals should focus on cultivating their own virtues and living in accordance with their own principles to find true fulfillment and inner peace. 3. Practice self-control. Stoics recognize that impulsive reactions often stem from emotions such as anger, frustration, or hurt pride. They believe that emotions can cloud judgment and lead to irrational behavior. Therefore, by practicing self-discipline, individuals can gain better control over their emotions and prevent them from dictating their actions. By taking a measured and thoughtful approach, Stoics aim to align their response with their core values and principles. They consider how their chosen course of action reflects their own integrity, dignity, and moral character. This requires introspection and a deep understanding of one's values and priorities. Choosing a measured response does not mean passively accepting disrespect or allowing oneself to be mistreated. Instead, it involves considering the most appropriate and constructive way to address the situation while upholding one's own virtues. This may involve calmly and assertively expressing one's boundaries, seeking resolution through dialogue, or choosing to disengage from the situation altogether. Stoics believe that by responding to disrespect with composure and thoughtfulness, individuals can maintain their inner tranquility and moral integrity. They understand that they cannot control the actions or opinions of others, but they can control their own responses and choices. By acting in accordance with their values, Stoics find a sense of empowerment and maintain their sense of self-worth regardless of external circumstances. The practice of self-discipline and self-control in the face of disrespect allows individuals to uphold their virtues, preserve their inner peace, and navigate challenging situations with wisdom and integrity. By choosing a measured and thoughtful response, Stoics strive to remain true to themselves and their principles, regardless of how others may behave. 4. Focus on virtue. In Stoic philosophy, the pursuit of virtue is considered the highest aim of human life. Virtues such as wisdom, justice, courage, temperance, kindness, patience, and forgiveness are seen as essential qualities to cultivate in order to lead a good and fulfilling life. When faced with disrespect, Stoics advise against seeking revenge or harboring resentment. Instead, they emphasize the importance of responding with dignity and integrity, guided by the virtues they hold dear. Choosing to embody virtues in the face of disrespect means rising above negative emotions and impulses. Rather than allowing anger or resentment to dictate one's actions, Stoics strive to respond with kindness and understanding. This requires recognizing that disrespectful behavior often arises from ignorance, insecurity, or the personal struggles of others. By practicing kindness, Stoics aim to maintain their own moral character and not allow themselves to be dragged down by the negative actions or attitudes of others. They understand that responding in kind only perpetuates a cycle of negativity and harm, whereas responding with kindness has the potential to diffuse tensions and promote understanding. Patience is another virtue that Stoics emphasize when confronted with disrespect. It involves remaining calm and composed in the face of provocation, avoiding impulsive reactions, and taking the time to consider the situation from a broader perspective. Patience allows individuals to respond thoughtfully and with greater wisdom, rather than being driven by immediate emotions. Forgiveness is also highly valued in Stoic philosophy. Stoics recognize that holding on to grudges or seeking revenge only brings about further suffering and turmoil. Instead, they advocate for letting go of past offenses and choosing forgiveness. Forgiveness is not about condoning disrespectful behavior, but rather about freeing oneself from the burden of anger and resentment. It allows individuals to move forward with a sense of peace and emotional well-being. By focusing on embodying virtues such as kindness, patience, and forgiveness, Stoics maintain their own inner harmony and moral integrity. They understand that their actions are within their control, while the actions and opinions of others are not. By responding to disrespect with dignity and integrity, Stoics rise above negativity and strive to create a more virtuous and harmonious world. Stoics prioritize the pursuit of virtue and advocate for responding to disrespect with dignity and integrity. By embodying virtues such as kindness, patience, and forgiveness, individuals can maintain their own moral character and find inner peace. Stoics understand that they cannot control the actions of others, but they can choose how they respond, striving to create a more virtuous and harmonious existence. 5. Cultivate empathy. When someone displays disrespectful behavior, Stoics encourage individuals to empathize with that person. They recognize that disrespectful actions often stem from underlying insecurities, pain, or ignorance. By acknowledging this, individuals can avoid taking the behavior personally and instead seek to understand the reasons behind it. Empathy allows individuals to put themselves in the shoes of the person behaving disrespectfully. It involves recognizing that everyone has their own unique set of experiences, challenges, and vulnerabilities. By considering these factors, individuals can develop a deeper understanding of the potential causes behind the disrespectful behavior. Stoics believe that by empathizing with others, individuals can rise above their own ego and emotional reactions. This understanding helps to foster compassion and a more constructive response. Rather than responding with anger or retaliation, individuals can choose to respond with kindness and patience. Responding with compassion does not mean condoning or accepting disrespectful behavior. Instead, it involves recognizing that the person exhibiting disrespect may be struggling or acting out due to their own internal battles. By responding with compassion, individuals can create an opportunity for dialogue, understanding, and potential resolution. Stoics see compassion as an expression of their own virtues and moral character. It aligns with the principles of kindness, understanding, and forgiveness that they strive to embody. By responding to disrespect with compassion, individuals can contribute to the well-being of others and promote a more harmonious and compassionate society. It is worth noting that practicing empathy and responding with compassion does not mean tolerating ongoing disrespect or allowing oneself to be mistreated. Stoics emphasize the importance of setting boundaries and standing up for oneself. However, they encourage individuals to approach such situations with understanding and empathy, seeking resolution and growth rather than escalating conflicts. Stoicism teaches individuals to consider the perspectives and struggles of others when faced with disrespect. By empathizing with the person displaying disrespectful behavior, individuals can respond with compassion rather than reacting negatively. This understanding helps to foster dialogue, understanding, and the potential for personal growth and resolution. By practicing empathy and responding with compassion, individuals can contribute to a more harmonious and compassionate society. 6. Maintain perspective. Stoics remind individuals that people's opinions and actions are beyond their control. They advocate for directing one's attention and energy towards things that are within their control, such as their own thoughts, attitudes, and actions. By shifting focus away from momentary conflicts, Stoics seek to cultivate a sense of perspective and resilience. They encourage individuals to consider the broader context of their lives and the world around them. This broader perspective allows individuals to recognize that disrespectful behavior is often a result of external factors, such as someone else's insecurities or limited understanding, rather than a reflection of one's own worth or identity. Maintaining a long-term view also helps individuals avoid being consumed by negative emotions or reactions in response to disrespect. Stoics acknowledge that dwelling on minor conflicts can lead to feelings of anger, resentment, or frustration, which ultimately hinder personal well-being and inner peace. By adopting a broader perspective, individuals can detach themselves from momentary conflicts and focus on maintaining their own virtue and emotional equilibrium. Stoics encourage individuals to prioritize their own personal growth, flourishing, and pursuit of virtue. This means not allowing themselves to be defined by or overly affected by the disrespectful actions or opinions of others. By keeping their attention on long-term goals and values, individuals can navigate conflicts with grace, resilience, and a sense of inner tranquility. Stoicism advises individuals to adopt a broader perspective on life's challenges, including disrespectful behavior. By recognizing the temporary and insignificant nature of such conflicts, individuals can maintain a long-term view and avoid getting caught up in momentary disagreements. This broader perspective allows individuals to prioritize personal growth, resilience, and the pursuit of virtue, while minimizing the impact of disrespectful behavior on their own well-being. 7. Use adversity as an opportunity for growth. When confronted with disrespect, Stoics choose not to allow it to bring them down or negatively impact their emotions. Instead, they aim to cultivate resilience, patience, and a sense of inner strength. Stoics recognize that they cannot control how others behave or perceive them, but they have complete control over their own reactions and interpretations. Resilience, a key virtue in Stoicism, involves maintaining a steadfast mindset in the face of adversity. Stoics understand that disrespectful behavior often stems from the shortcomings and flaws of the person exhibiting it, rather than reflecting their own worth or value. They consciously decide not to take insults personally, realizing that the opinions of others do not define their true selves. By doing so, they focus on preserving their composure and responding to disrespect with dignity and grace. Patience is another virtue emphasized by Stoicism. Rather than reacting impulsively or emotionally to disrespectful situations, Stoics strive to cultivate patience and restraint. They understand that a measured and thoughtful response is more beneficial than one driven by anger or frustration. By practicing patience, Stoics gain a deeper understanding of the situation at hand and are able to respond in a more rational and constructive manner. Self-improvement lies at the core of Stoic philosophy. Instead of dwelling on negative emotions or harboring resentment in the face of disrespect, Stoics harness adversity as an opportunity for self-reflection and growth. They examine their own reactions and behaviors, seeking areas for improvement. This process might involve cultivating virtues such as humility, compassion, or forgiveness. By learning from the experience, Stoics strengthen their character and become better equipped to handle future challenges. Stoicism teaches individuals to focus on what they can control, their own thoughts, attitudes, and actions, rather than becoming consumed by external events or the opinions of others. By adopting a Stoic mindset, one can transform adversity, such as disrespect, into a catalyst for personal growth and character development. The practice of resilience, patience, and self-improvement enables individuals to navigate difficult situations with inner strength, maintaining their sense of peace and well-being. Ultimately, Stoicism offers a practical framework for leveraging adversity as a means to strengthen one's character and cultivate a virtuous life. By embracing these Stoic lessons, you can develop a resilient mindset and maintain your inner peace when faced with disrespect. Remember that practicing Stoicism is an ongoing process, and it takes time and effort to embody these principles fully. Well, that's it for today. We've reached the end of this video, and I sincerely hope these tips are of great use to you. Don't forget that you are a crucial part of this channel, so if this video helped you think or learn something, leave a like and a comment so that more people discover the powers of Stoic wisdom. If you don't know what to comment, type the Stoic philosophy to let me know you made it to the end, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Remember that every small step counts in your personal development journey. Keep moving forward toward victory. Thank you for your attention. May everyone be with the Creator.